Hi guys, thank you for coming back to the channel, the Tony Montana channel. Again, back to for you. I am making the English version of, I guess, the Spanish video I just made. That someone in the Spanish section of my audience wanted to me to look at and then give my info, give my 10 cents on. It turned out to be like a 35-minute just review on 5 minutes of that video, and I just stopped there because knowing Chico Lopez, he's going to go around and around the same topic. So the 5 minutes have turned into like 36 minutes was sufficient. Hey, at the same time, look at this. I'm trying a new toy. You know, I'm a person that thinks outside the box in more ways than one. And my other I guess rope, the one that I have that I was bringing, the elastic rope, the exercise band basically broke with the other dog. So I ordered this one. This one is supposed to be for humans, and it has a lot more, like it has more pounds, more, what do you call that, more well, whatever it is, I'm drawing a blank here, but there's more poundage to each color means different resistance. That's the pound of resistance. Yes, sorry. It's a lot, not live, but this is going to be it. I'm not making any edits or anything. I want to make sure that. So I am walking one dog for two things. Obviously, one is the one-on-one bonding. Say the one-on-one bonding that I will tell you, and to test this toy of mine without too many complications with having another dog with me. Because obviously, if something broke, I would have to have a hustle with it. I have all the ropes here in case that happened, but hopefully that's not going to be the case. But again, that's the reason why I'm testing it by one dog by itself, and he's the one that pulls harder. So I'm testing on the dog that pulls hardest. So yeah, this is not the first time I'm taking it out. The first time I did, it was only with two of those strings, resistance bands, and he extended it too long. There was too much extension going on. So I figured, let me test them all together and see how much and see how that works. Yeah, for shortish, to be short, it's working pretty good. Not sure if I want to take one of these out just to give him a little more wind, meaning more extension, because he's like maybe it's a little too much. So he may, I don't feel him pulling as much. So I have to think about that. Anyway, this video is about basically translating my thoughts on the video that Chico Lopez made, basically talking about bloodline. What the people saying or asking, what's your bloodline? What's that bloodline? What's that dog's bloodline? And he's saying that that's a BS question. That's a rookie question. That's the dumbest question, which is not true. But I'll explain in that video why he's making those statements. He also made a statement about him not using dogs or other, basically dogs in his program. But I'm gonna again prove that he has, and you guys know that if you know Chico, you know that he does. If you follow him, you'll know that he does. But another thing that that I cover in that video is about him talking about criticizing when people saying, I want a type bred dog, an inbred dog. He said that was the stupidest, dumbest thing ever. Again, and I'm like, no. There is a logic to that. There is a purpose to that inbred aspect or inbred dog. There's a purpose for it, and I'll cover that as well. So anyway, let's start. The first thing he basically says that, come here, stay, that that people shouldn't be asking about bloodline. That asking about bloodlines is a rookie move. It's a dumb move. It's only done by people that don't know about the dogs. The people that know about the dogs don't have to ask those questions. And that they should only care about who bred the dog. And that's it. So again, come here. He's using the bathroom. All right. So in that respect, I say Chico's, again, you have to remember who's saying the thing. Chico Lopez is the person that's trying to sell dogs. So he's going to try to paint the picture the way he looks best. The way it's going to make him look best, okay? So Chico Lopez is saying, don't worry about, two things he said. First, that bloodlines don't matter. It isn't what you should be looking at. But hello, that is one of the basics that you should be looking at. What bloodline? What family of dogs? That is an essential question, an essential item that you need to take part of. You need to pay attention to it, because what bloodline or family of dogs means is that there is a genetic similarity, and there is already expectation on that particular bloodline, either be physical, active in terms of performance, personality. These are things that when you say what's the bloodline, and they tell you what the bloodline is, there are expectations. So yes, there is an importance in asking that question that Chico is downgrading into a rookie question, because obviously a person that knows dogs knows that a dog will look different depending on the bloodline. You can tell what a Mayday or Macho Buck dog looks like, or Hollingsworth dog looks like. You can say what a Jeep dog looks like. And give me a second here, questions for people. So yeah, you have to, there is an importance to that question. But the reason why Chico Lopez is telling you, don't look at that, ignore that, that's a rookie question, is for you being a person that's new to the dogs, or somewhat new to the dogs, or in a level that doesn't make you 100% confident of what you know. Chico Lopez is using one truth to invalidate another truth. All right? Because yes, it is important where you get that dog from, but yes, as well, it's important what bloodline they're using, what bloodline they're running, what bloodline is being bred, because again, the bloodline, breathing within the bloodline, it makes it possible to enhance the good and bad attributes of the dog, what you're looking at, what you're looking for. So as a breeder, it needs to be able to catch those puppies, those dogs that are actually not acting with the not showing up the positive attributes. If the dog, sorry, because there's people around here that I need to navigate through. So yeah, so bloodline is an essential part of reviewing a dog, a family of dog. It's essential. But why is she saying like that?
No.
Why is he saying that? Well, the reason why is because he's bringing dogs, other people's dogs, other people's work into his program, or into what, you know, his 1-2 step program. Because again, after the second step, he needs to restart. That's the problem with his program. His breeding program, it's subpar, and that's why he continues to, after almost 30 years breeding, he continues to bring in American bred dogs into his program using 1990s blood, because the dogs in 2000, 2010, 2020 are not up to par. Facts. That's why you continue to see dogs from the 90s rather than having great dogs that came from the 1990 dogs in the top, in the front of the pedigree. So again, yes, what's your bloodline? What's the bloodline? It's an important question. It is an important question. Stay, same as, go, same as where you got it from. And I'll explain that. That's like really a second step question, but it's as important. Like I said, different dogs have different expectations, different bloodlines, different family of dogs have different way of acting, personality, blah, blah, blah. And then you got the people that get the individual dogs, and maybe they get more than one individual dog. Hold on, I gotta put this at a bunch of people over there. Stay. I gotta put this other chain on. Stay, move back, Simone. Back. Alright. So give me a second. Oh shit. All right, slow down. How you doing, guys? Thank you. No, he won't bite. He's 100%. So anyway, now we're out of the crowd. Stay. Go. All right. Anyway, where was I? About bloodlines. All right, so the breeder of the dogs, and we'll use the Mayday because Chico use that example of the Mayday dogs. So I'm gonna use the same example. You know, people could grab 3 different individuals, could grab sons and daughters of Mayday as an example, bred the same way. And from there, if you go and buy from all 3 different people, yes, you were going to have pretty much a similar chance of getting good dogs, because the dog or the family of dogs you're trying to aim for is right up front and proven. Now, if you waited, for example, one breeder, he does a lot of breedings, and he ends up with 8 breedings after the fact of breeding after Mayday or sons of Mayday. You get that breedings. Now you're buying from him versus the person that didn't do 8 breedings. He did maybe not breedings, 8 generations. I meant generations. If another person that did 4 generations, then if you're looking for the value of a dog, then after 8 generations, it becomes more, it isn't much of a Mayday dog. It came from Mayday origins, but now became the strain of the Mayday blood according to that specific breeder. That vein, like he uses veins, I'm gonna use veins. You know, like veins, that you follow it, and it has branches, and those branches have all the branches. Well, this particular individual with 8 generations created a branch of the Mayday family of dogs. Now, how good or bad that is will determine if it continues on. If it this way. So both things are important, but to downgrade or belittle the bloodline of family dogs, it's only because he wants to hide the fact that even though in his video he does say he doesn't take any blood from any dog from anybody. Look at the pedigrees. The pedigrees of his best dogs say otherwise. Stay. Come. Pause. Okay. Yeah, like I said, if you look at those dogs from his best dogs, there are other dogs mixed in there. Any dog, if you see anything saying Damien, that's not his dog. But he changed it. You know, there's all these dogs that the dogs that look at Chico the Great, look at Bagman. You know, dogs that really don't have his dogs top and bottom. He bought semen, or he bought the dogs old. He used other people's dogs even though he says he doesn't. You know? So he doesn't really, he really says something, but his pedigree says a completely different thing. And that's why he's saying, you know, what's your bloodline? No tengo dinero, bro. No tengo dinero. So anyway, bro. Yeah, so what else? So what was I saying? The guy was asking for money. I cut him short before he even asked for it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so you know, it really does matter, you know, because at a certain point, yes, it matters more who bred the dog than what the bloodline is. Amen. Sorry about that. I'm passing through kids and all that, so I'm paying more attention to the kids than, because I'm not concerned about my dog, but I'm more concerned about kids. Because kids do erratic things, unexpected things. So I'm expecting the unexpected when I see kids. So that's why I stood quiet and navigated through a bunch of kids and moms and whatnot. But so yeah. So bloodlines is important, and then our family of dogs are important. But when you start seeing, you know, unknown hands on that pedigree, and then you start seeing more unknown hands on that pedigree, the more unknown hands you see on that pedigree, the more that the point is, or the interest shifts from what's your bloodline to who bred it, who's this person, who is this person I see that I don't know. Then you do have to make your own research, do your research. But anyway, what else? What else I said I was going to cover? Oh yeah, well, he mentioned something about tight dogs. That the tight dogs are also a super notion, a super way of going about things. Meaning tight dogs meaning inbred dogs. Dogs that were triple bred on a specific state. On a specific dog, move back. Back, Simone. On a specific dog, Chico Lopez said that was his dumb, a very idiotic thing as well. And I am going to say, you know, that he's showing that he's a rookie. 28, 29, 30-year rookie by saying something like that because, come on, let's go. Because Yellow John was a tightly inbred dog. And Yellow John, when bred to another tight inbred female, created Grand Champion Yellow Man, ROM. I would say that's the freaking top. No, you're not gonna buy it. He's seeing his reflection. Anyway, yeah, the dog sees his reflection, so he goes to his reflection, and people go a little scared. So anyway, yeah. So Grand Champion Yellow Man, Grand Champion Yellow is the result of two inbred, tight bred dogs. So again, in Chico Lopez's hands, that dog would have never existed. Yellow John would have never existed. I think it was me, Jocko. Okay, forgive me, I don't remember the bottom of Grand Champion Yellow, but it was a Jocko inbred dog. So really, Chico, that video really shows your colors, your green color. You know, you don't, because you're lazy, because you didn't do your research, you didn't go to school, your pit bull school. You just, you know, decided to go where the pasture is greener, or you thought was greener. You went from losing in New York you went to Texas to becoming a loser in Texas. So you decided to go to Brazil, because over there in the favelas that you were going while you were in Texas, you were doing pretty good. You were winning more than you were losing. So it's like, you find your señorita over there that believe your height, have money. It's like perfect opportunity. So you took it, and then you went to favelas, more favelas, and then you went to other spots, other barrios and slums of different countries for for credibility. But the thing is, when you were going there, you were not going against the best, and when you were going against recognizable kennels or dogmen, you lost. And you didn't even have the courage to take your own stuff when you lost. And I'm referring to Champion Lindo. It was your opportunity to showcase what you have bred. You know, yes.
I need a boy.
Oh, I don't bring my dog. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. So, anyway. So, so Chico Lopez, you didn't have confidence. You didn't have, when you went against Champion Kid at the time, you didn't have confidence on your own stuff. You didn't have confidence on your own stuff, and that's why you brought a bought dog, Champion Lindo, that you bought from a guy that was your the ref for a Ciega the Great match. You bought a dog from there for that guy, and that ref, that match with Ciega the Great, I think it was the second or the third, it ended very sketchy, with a lot of things that happened with you, sketchy. So what happened in second or third, where this guy that sold Champion Lindo, what happened then? Well, from upon information and belief, Chico Lopez lost because of a foul. He was fouled out. And then somehow that was turned into a draw. But a day or two later, that was turned into a win. And again, once I said, I said that a little while later, Chico Lopez bought Champion Lindo from that guy, and he took that dog to the Balkans, where he lost. You care to think, what do you think would have happened if that dog would have won, Champion Lindo? If Champion Lindo would have won, what would have happened? I care to say that dog would have gotten a change of name and a change of pedigree. That would have become a Chico Lopez dog all of a sudden, bred by Chico Lopez from this or that pedigree. Fact. For me, that's knowing him and upon information I believe it's all true. So this Chico Lopez is really something else. Like I said, that's why he doesn't acknowledge that that's why he changes names on pedigrees, like the pets online. He changes names on those pets online to fit his own agenda. Like the Sarge, the best of Sarge, or the Sarge semen. It's like me buying semen from Mayday. I know there's no Mayday semen, but imagine that there was one and I bought it. So all of a sudden I'm gonna change that to Tony Montana's Mayday. Just because I bought his semen, I'm gonna start putting on a pedigree Tony Montana's Mayday. Makes no sense. And it doesn't make sense when Chico does it. It would make no sense if I started, if I changed the name of a dog just because I bought him after, like, no, even after. I mean, but particularly I'm thinking of Damien. That after the dog was like 5 years old, Chico Lopez bought him, and then changed the whole name. Like he raised them, and at least raised them. Not even. Nothing. He did nothing but breed them. But he changed that name. So he put that credibility to him when the dog would have been created, even if Chico Lopez had never been in existence. So this is the type of junk that Chico Lopez is about. And that the video of the bloodline, it's just another way of people of schooling people the wrong way. People that don't know about the breed, don't know, and hear some truth, makes sense. So they think, I guess the other thing I thought it was true is false, but it's not. So basically that was the video that I said. I was trying to say, I basically said it in Spanish, but I'm pretty much sure I feel like I forgot something to mention. But it is what it is when you're doing it. I didn't write it down. I got to do things with the dogs. But, I needed to do this. So this is an easy walk. And then I have to go do my serious walk. But anyway, this is Tony Montana. Until next time.